Live at the studio of Worldwide Sports Radio.
They are gladiators. They are warriors.
You are listening to Behind the Barricade.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Behind the Barricade on this beautiful Sunday afternoon.
I feel like there's a big game today.
Yeah, I feel like there is.
Is there a game today?
There might be a game today.
Hockey? Hockey game?
Is it a hockey all-star game? Maybe it's the World Series.
It's the Olympics. The Olympics.
I heard there was a great game of cricket going on later.
Badminton.
So Serena's not playing. I know that. No Tiger Woods.
I think it's badminton.
Hey, it could be wrestling. Could be wrestling.
They don't do wrestling on Sundays. No.
Well, it is Super Bowl Sunday.
It is.
I do know.
The Super Bowl. Oh.
Yes, it is Super Bowl Sunday.
All right, that makes more sense.
Well, folks, Super Bowl Sunday is upon us, so I know I'm not expecting everyone to be on, but it's okay. You guys are probably prepping for your parties. Hey, turn us on. Turn us up loud in the kitchen while you're cooking your wings and making your chili dip.
Chili dip. Oh my goodness.
Turn us up, man. We're here to provide you entertainment while you get ready for that company to come over, and whoever you're rooting for, let it be the 49ers or the Chiefs, let's just have a great game today. I'll be tuning in. I'll be watching.
I will be sitting and eating the food.
Oh, yeah.
And pretending to watch.
You're watching for the commercials?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll watch for the commercials.
What about the halftime show? You like the halftime show?
I forgot who it was until like 2 days ago when I saw people bashing Shakira as if Shakira's like not besides America, Shakira's like huge.
Yeah, she's big time.
I don't think people realize that.
J-Lo's
like,
big time too.
She's big time, but like Shakira, like in the United States, is kind of like, oh, it's Shakira, but like Shakira everywhere else in the world, they're like, oh my God, Shakira. Like that's like the United States Beyonce.
No, well,
I'm just saying, give love to Shakira too. This is not just J-Lo. This is Shakira.
Well, nice way to start the show there. I'm Rodney Harris, co-host Kaylin King in the building here for another installment of Behind the Barricade for you guys. Look, we've been having an eventful week. Last week was a little bit of a rough show. Kaylin, you was not here. You missed it.
No.
But I was all hyped for Royal Rumble. You know, we were off to a hot start. And we had some heartbreaking news break on the air here. But before we get into that, Worldwide Sports Radio Network is the place to call in if you want to join into the conversation. The number is 845-478-3272. That is 845-478-3272. Jump on to the comment section so you can get involved in the conversation and call in. Call in, guys. The phone lines are open and hot, ready to go. Now, we did get some heartbreaking news while we were in the middle of the show. Tom Frazier from IWW called in, and he kind of shared that moment with us when we found out about the heartbreaking, tragic news of the death of Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant,
and the others,
and the absolute other people that was on the helicopter. We lost a daughter and both her parents. We lost a basketball coach, a pilot, and we lost another baseball coach that was very successful as well. I feel like the world is still in disbelief. Mm-hmm. It's going to take some time. But like I said, from our show to the network, we're going to just send our deepest condolences to all the families across the board. It was a rough day at the office, and a rough week for me as a Laker fan, for me as a Kobe Bryant fan, growing up, idolizing him. Like I said on the show last week, that was my Michael Jordan. That was my Michael Jackson. That was my John Lennon. That was my Elvis Presley in my generation. Mm-hmm. So to lose an icon like that one hurt. But now I know what my mom went through with Prince and Michael Jackson. I know what many people went through when they lost Elvis, when people lost John Lennon. That hurt. Mm-hmm. The world stopped. When people lost Kurt Cobain, the world almost stopped. Now I know how that feels. Mm-hmm. And it hurts. But like we said, let's not forget the others that lost their life tragically last Sunday afternoon. Rough day, but we're not going to start the show off on a somber start. We're going to start the show off with great news. Royal Rumble wasn't a bad card.
Royal Rumble is actually a pretty top to bottom good show.
It was actually pretty solid. For those of you who missed it, it was a great showing for the people like the Charlottes of the world and one of my favorites right now, and Drew McIntyre. Very good showing for them. And I have to say, the difference between this year's Royal Rumble and last year's Royal Rumble, you kept me entertained. I didn't know what was really going to happen. A lot of the singles matches were a little lackluster, I'll give you that. But the Royal Rumble match itself and the Women's Royal Rumble match itself weren't bad matches.
No.
Weren't bad matches at all. Just to jump into a little bit of the card, if you missed it, or if you haven't had the chance to get it, watch it, spoiler alert. There will be results right on this show right now, just to let you guys know what went down to recap on Royal Rumble. Now, on the pre-show, we had Sheamus taking on Shorty G in a singles match. Match went over 12 minutes. It was 12 minutes and 35 seconds. Now, I was expecting this match to only go 5 minutes. Only go 5 minutes. Sheamus on a hot return, feeling good about himself. Let's pick on a little guy in Shorty G. Let's make it entertaining. That's what the kick they were on. So, that's what they tried to do. I said, hey, I'm okay with it. If that's the route you want to go, it's a typical Vince McMahon move. Big guy versus little guy, pick on a little guy, David and Goliath kind of story. It's basic storytelling. 12 minutes, 35 seconds on the pre-show. I'll give you that. I'll take it. Definitely a match that deserved to be on the pre-show and not on the main card. That's all I have to say. Anything you would like to add?
Nope.
All right.
Sorry. I love Shorty G.
We all love Shorty.
I don't like calling him Shorty G, but we got to.
I like calling him Chad Gable. All right, we
Gable.
all like Chad Gable. And one of the matches that really kind of stood out to me was the Andrade taking on Humberto Carrillo for the United States Championship. Really stood out to me. The highlight that you're putting around Andrade. This is before news broke the following Tuesday about him. The decision to keep the title on somebody that might not be around for a couple of days, more like a month, it was very confusing to me. And I'm pretty sure you kind of had this idea of knowing what was going to happen before it happened. 14-minute match, 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Andrade retains, leading to the match on, was it a rematch on Monday Night Raw, if I'm not mistaken, and he retained there as well. I'm kind of feeling some kind of way about it because the next day we hear about his suspension for violating the substance policy. So why don't you take the title off of him? He's not going to be around. We already don't have Big Bad Brock Lesnar on the show flaunting the title around because he's not going to be on every Raw leading up to WrestleMania. That's not going to happen. We know that. So we need as many titles as we can on the show. And U.S. title picture has been very entertaining. Even some people feel like it hasn't. I feel like it has. I think it definitely has kept me on the edge of my seat, knowing who's going to win, who's not, who's going to be in the picture. I like what they got going on with Andrade, and it's just a shame that he gets caught using. I'm not sure exactly what he got caught using, but to get caught up in this mess. And I'm happy it happened early on in his WWE career. So now you can get that out of the way. All right, got it out the way. We're done with that. Let's move on to bigger things. I don't know if this is going to hold him back. Clearly, they still feel a certain kind of way about him, meaning about his push, because you kept the title on him. If he's going to be off TV for that long, you might as well just strip him of the title and vacate it and have a ladder match on Monday Night Raw this Monday to find out who's going to be the new U.S. champion. Or some type of gauntlet match to see, or not gauntlet match, like a battle royal who wins the U.S. title. Something that keeps people entertained in that mid-card instead of the 24/7 championship. Mojo Rally. What is your thoughts on the idea of keeping the title on Andrade?
I mean, I want to know what it was that he got suspended for, but I know we're not going to get that information.
Of course.
Interesting.
Well, it might leak out Same way the Roman Reigns suspension was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
That was for Adderall.
I mean, maybe it's not something as big as we thought it was.
Yeah, I don't think
Other
it was
times,
hardcore
a lot of
drugs.
times it's suspensions because they're like, it's like timing wise.
I'm just going to flex on him real fast.
Just flex on it. Flex on it. Sippy, sippy.
Behind the barricade, Nalgene bottle. Shout out to Nalgene.
Good job. Good for you. I don't mind it. I love Andrade. I don't think anybody wants to be given a championship out of like, oh, circumstance. Here, have this. I don't think that's a way you should win a title.
No, definitely not. But the idea of keeping it on him, that was kind of hard to swallow for me. Christopher Brown jumps in the comment section saying, "Just to let you know, Rodney, the mics are a little low. Can barely hear you."
Yeah, Rodney.
Okay, well,
I can only hear you out of one of my headphones.
you can only hear me out of one of your headphones. Well, that's not good.
Let's try it again.
Try it now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Christopher Brown, let me know if you can hear me, man.
Please help me.
Because if the mics are a little low, definitely thanks for letting me know. Because I can hear myself pretty fine.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Good. This Nat probably can hear me.
So
Stop.
I've been working out some things over here in the studio, guys. Working out some things, but the idea of keeping that title on him was a little lackluster to me. Knowing that information, you could have done a lot with it. You could have put it on Humberto Carrillo and had him run with it, and put out some pretty decent matches with people on the mid card who deserve an opportunity, and really try to build himself. And for some reason, they see something in him that they love. It's from your mic, Rodney. It sounds almost like you're whispering. I've got the volume on my headset all the way up. I can hear Kaylin just fine. It's just your mic. It seems to be a little low. Let's just take a look at that.
I'm doing great.
Christopher Brown, tell me now. Can you hear me now? Because if you can't hear me, then there's definitely something going on. No, I can't hear it now. I can hear myself perfectly fine. But Christopher Brown, if you can hear me, please let me know. Oh, he said much better. All right, nice. Thank you for letting me know, Christopher Brown. I really appreciate that. Sometimes technical difficulties happen, guys. Sorry about that. But, hey, we have to put the title on someone that's going to be able to run with it. And if he's going to be around, then fine. Let's put the title on him. If he's not going to be around, then let's take that title off and let's see what else somebody else can do with it. Now, I have a funny feeling about this. I do think that a lot of people, I've seen the rumors, believe that they kept the title on him because of who he's engaged to, and she has a little bit of pull. Well, how much pull does she have? We don't know. I'm just all speculation and rumor. That's a part of the topic list, by the way, today. A lot of speculation and rumor in This Week in Wrestling. But does Charlotte Flair have something to do with Andrade not having that title stripped from him due to him being suspended? That might have a lot to do with it. It might not. I guess we will never know. But if it does, we talked about this many a time, being a Flair is it's like a gold mine. A gold mine to be in a Flair.
Yeah, clearly, because, I mean, look who won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Christopher Brown says that's precisely why Andrade still has the belt. If it were anyone else, it would have been stripped. The fact Charlotte's covering his ass is sickening to think about. Hey, listen, like I said, it's a very odd thing. We've seen guys like Jeff Hardy. We've seen Randy Orton, guys that got popped for this. Roman Reigns, even Roman Reigns was popped. So we saw their pushes die because of this. Jeff was on cloud 9. He was at the top of his game, and we were all behind Jeff when he got popped and got stripped, and that kind of stuff. That stuff can't happen. It's you can't keep titles on guys if they're not going to be around. Mm-hmm. And just because he's with Little Miss Flair doesn't mean that he gets special treatment. We need to stop acting as if she's made of gold. She's just another human being, just happens to have the last name Flair.
Well, also, I think I'm taking into consideration that he does have Zelina Vega as his valet, who is not suspended, so they can still work with the angle that, like, she's holding it for him or something like that. I feel like with her being on TV still, there's a chance that they can make a story out of it anyway without him being there. Because as talented as he is, she is his mouthpiece, and she has this power that elevates him. So I don't hate it. As much as I hate Charlotte Flair, I do not hate Andrade, and I don't hate the idea that he still has the title.
I do like him as a wrestler. I think he's very entertaining. I believe that this does have a lot to do with it, though. It does. As much as we don't want to think about it, it just reeks of nepotism, and in a way of which and playing favorites. And we all know in the business, a lot of people have that thing about them is they use their family, their daddy, their mama, as their cousin, their brother, as a tool to get a leg up on everyone else, get special treatment, get things paid for, get extra rides somewhere, whatever the case may be. But in this business, this is how it is. It's always been that way. But it needs to change, because I'm pretty sure she has a lot to do with it. Like I said, we're not there. We don't necessarily know for sure. Mm-hmm. But I have a feeling, my opinion, is that she has a lot to do with that. But moving on to jump into the card a little bit more here. Roman Reigns taking on King Corbin in a Falls Counts Anywhere match. They fought all over Minute Maid Park. This match was a little, which I expected the interference from Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler. I expected the interference from the Usos and them trying to fend off Roode and Ziggler to let Reigns and Corbin do their thing one-on-one. You know, I expected all of that. And the dragging it out for 21 minutes and 20 seconds, we could have ended this match a little faster than what it was. It kind of went on a little too long. And once I saw Roman Reigns win that match, it kind of gave me the idea that he won't be winning the Rumble. And if you think about it, you're like, if he would have lost that match, I could definitely see him winning the Rumble. But him losing, him winning that match is like, okay. Right, so he won't go over twice in one night. Somebody else is winning this Rumble. That right there perked up my ears to think Brock was taking the whole thing. I got my wish, but I'll play that in a second. What did you think about this Baron Corbin-Roman Reigns match?
I'm so done with this whole storyline.
The dog food.
And the fact that it continued on Friday.
Oh, the loser eats dog food?
I'm done.
I'm
tired of it.
I can't do. What's with the dog food now?
What's the infatuation with dog food?
First it's versus mud, then it's like pig slop, and we've done a lot of things with food in WWE. Hot dog stands, cake, pie, 4th of July cookout, buns and wieners. We've done a lot of things involving food, and I think we need to stop wasting food on WWE television. It's even for the dogs.
Like, Jason Derulo told us that we're trying to fight hunger.
Yeah, we play an ad every week that's telling you about world hunger. Now, I'm not feeding anybody dog food, but come on, the chicken, the turkeys on Thanksgiving that they waste, the pies on 4th of July, the Christmas cookies, that could be somebody's dinner. You know, you're just wasting food.
We waste.
Just saying. Now, Christopher Brown says, hopefully we saw the ending of the Corbin-Reigns feud on Friday. If that's the case, thank God. You're not.
So,
we're right with you. I like Baron Corbin. I think he's one of the best heels you got in the business. Mm-hmm. But this is going way too far. Okay, it's every feud he's in, they just drag it out. We saw this with the Seth Rollins feud. It was dragged out way too long. Here we are with the Roman Reigns feud. Dragged out way too long. Feud him with someone else. Why does he have to be in these long feuds?
because they set things up for a Mania or a big pay-per-view, and they need to fill that time in between. Because they don't think in now, they think ahead, and they don't think of right now. That's the problem.
Well, let's start Bray Wyatt chasing Roman Reigns now. Let's make that happen.
Let's start it. Let's go.
And I don't know where Baron Corbin goes from here. I don't. Quite frankly, I don't care.
He's King Corbin.
King Corbin, Baron Corbin. We can call him either one. If he can change, if we can change his name to Shorty, we can change. If we can call this man Shorty G, and we refuse to call him Shorty G, we call him Chad Gable. I'm going to call him Baron Corbin.
Okay.
Because he's not a king. He's king of the ring, but he ain't a king.
You're not a king.
I will like to let everyone know that wherever he goes, he'll be successful at it because he's a good heel. I think the next feud that's coming would probably most likely be Braun Strowman, because you got to give Strowman something to do at Mania, being an Intercontinental Championship winner.
Yeah, you know.
And holder now, winning his first singles title in WWE. Very proud of him.
Sure we are.
I'm proud of him. I think that he deserved it. It's about time. You're just about 2 years late.
Yeah, you're about a little late. I'm over it. It's just too little.
This man was a tag team champion with a little kid. Like, let's be real here. The way you guys treat this man is unreal. When he was white hot, you didn't want to do anything with him. Now he's not as hot no more. Now you want to be all over him. That doesn't make sense. So, just WWE booking. To look into the Baron Corbin situation a little bit deeper, do you see them inserting him into that main event? Maybe making it a fatal four-way between Daniel Bryan, King Corbin, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns, just so they can give him something to do?
No, please.
Listen, I'm not wishing that upon anybody, but I'm just saying, just to give him something to do, that sounds like a real WWE-esque thing to do. To just give him it. Like, okay, here you go. You know, I don't want to do that. I don't think it's necessary.
But now they're going to do that. You've spoken it to existence.
Yeah, I spoke a lot of things into existence. But I just think, I feel that something bigger is coming for him, and he might get a main event WrestleMania match. That, to me, that's a main event match. Him ending Kurt Angle's career is not a main event match. So no one try to tell me that. Nobody wanted to see that. Kurt Angle can barely stand up. Like, seriously. Disgusting. Anyway, Roman goes over, sets him up for the Royal Rumble, see where he goes from there. Then we had Charlotte Flair taking home the Women's Royal Rumble. Rumble match went on for 54 minutes and 20 seconds. It came down to the final two of Shayna Baszler and Charlotte Flair. It was very, very much entertaining, the whole entire match. Shout out to Beth Phoenix, who not only was a highlight or one of the highlights of this match, she took a nasty, wicked bump to the head, cracking her head open on that ring post. Practically bled out the whole match. It was unbelievable.
I was worried. I was a bit scared. And
big shout out to Bianca Belair. If no one knows who you are right now, Bianca, they do now. And how athletic she really is, how tough and good she really is in the ring. Mm-hmm. There were some spots about her wrestling where I can say, all right, you can sell out a little bit more. But you know what? That's what comes of being at NXT. Mm-hmm. You have the ability to make mistakes. You have the ability to grow and learn while you're down in Full Sail at the Performance Center and working on NXT television. So when you get that big call for that big WrestleMania match one day, and I believe she will, that you're ready and it's flawless. So I'm looking forward to seeing her succeed on a higher scale. I really want to see her get a big run in WWE. I think she has the it factor. I agree wholeheartedly with Bubba Ray, and I don't agree with Bubba Ray on anything. But I'm sat down for an interview. I don't know the platform. And he said Bianca Belair impressed him. She has the it factor.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about that girl that's just he believes that Bianca Belair is better than some of the women on the women's roster in all parties.
Oh, I believe it.
And in wrestling. And then he also feels that Charlotte Flair is better than some of the men on all rosters in wrestling. So you have the best, to him, the two best athletic wrestlers happen to be women and happen to be on two different stages of their career. No, I'm not sitting here saying that Charlotte isn't athletic. Not saying that at all.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is I just think that she gets a lot of opportunities handed to her. And I'm kind of tired of it. But such as the Royal Rumble win. That's a little segue right there.
Perfect.
She wins the Royal Rumble. Why? I will never understand. But she wins. Something that has Charlotte Flair ever won the Women's Royal Rumble? No. All right, at least we check it off the list. We got it out the way. Mm-hmm. We don't need to worry about it no more. Hopefully.
She'll win next year.
Does it make sense for Charlotte Flair to win the Women's Royal Rumble?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Oh, explain. Why do you believe that it doesn't make sense for her to win the Women's Royal Rumble?
Her name is Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
Her name is Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
She's Charlotte Flair.
Did you know her name was Charlotte Flair?
With that prestige, with all those accolades to her.
Okay.
The whole point of a Royal Rumble is to elevate somebody, that somebody wins an opportunity that they would never usually get. Which is why, we're going to talk about it later, but the Drew McIntyre win is great. Because it's giving the opportunity to somebody that needs it. Charlotte Flair is a person that could go up to anybody she wants and go, "Hi, I want to fight you at WrestleMania." And it's
done.
Perfect.
Done. Match is set. Finish. Done.
That's
We're going to do it. It's a go. But I get it.
It's not necessary. It defeats the purpose of the Royal Rumble.
Storytelling purposes and direction. Do you feel it was the right move?
No.
Okay.
Because again, it's literally like last year. It's like last year when if Vince McMahon can last year go, "No, we're going to put Charlotte in this match," then she obviously does not need to win the Royal Rumble. Because Vince McMahon could just put her in a match if he wants her to.
That is true. Now,
so it doesn't make sense. Continuity.
Now,
doesn't make sense.
I just want to make this, just kind of put this in perspective for people. I disagree. And we don't ever disagree on a lot, Kaylin. I disagree for storytelling purposes.
Oh my God, I'm tired. I'm sorry.
But I agree with you to the point on accolade. And does she need it? No, she doesn't. She doesn't need that win. Shayna Baszler could have used that win. Bianca Belair could have used that win. Just saying. There's many people in that match that could have got the W in the Women's Royal Rumble to put themselves over. Charlotte Flair, that's just another notch in her belt. Where they go from here seems like they want a repeat of last year. They want Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, Becky 2. What do you want, redemption of last year? Because to be honest with you, the close of the show wasn't a spectacular main event.
Nope.
Kind of was a dud in a lot of people's eyes after you watched the match over again. We were there live, so the hype was all there for Becky.
I remember that match ending and being like,
did it just end?
That's it? Oh,
it literally ended. It was like, did it just end? Did the match just ended?
And Albert, he literally went, "Okay, time to go. Goodbye." And we, as they're having the whole celebration, I was like, "Dad, we have to stay like that. There's no way that's the end. Something has to happen." Nothing happened. He was like, "Great. So now we're going to be stuck trying to get out of here with all these people." I'm like, "You're right. Sorry,
Albert.
Should have listened to Albert."
But see, I think they want redemption for last year. And I think Vince wasn't really quite satisfied with how that match ended. This is the only way it makes sense to me, is if you're trying to repeat of last year. It doesn't make sense. And I was looking at Christopher Brown's comment here. It says, "I understand it, Rodney. The plan is for Charlotte to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania for the NXT title. She's already." Oh, so hold on, screen jumped on me. She's already faced the Raw and SmackDown's rosters, and roster adds nostalgia. Excuse me. I read that completely wrong. Now, I get what he's saying. Basically, what he's saying is that the rumor has it is that she's going to be facing Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania for the NXT Championship.
If Rhea Ripley doesn't go over that match?
If Rhea Ripley doesn't go over, I think that we will burn Tampa down to the ground. Raymond James Stadium, it will be like a Pirates
I think I've concluded. I'm not going to go. Sorry. I've concluded. I'm not going. I said it at Royal Rumble when she won. I said I wasn't going, and now I think I'm just not.
Go to WrestleMania?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not hyped.
I'm hyped for Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar. That's why I'm hyped. But I'm not hyped for Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley.
No.
I'm not hyped for that.
I love Rhea Ripley.
But I just don't want to see her lose.
No.
I don't want to see her lose. Not on that scale. I'm sorry, Charlotte. You got to take the L here. You have to take the pin here. I'm sorry. Tap out, do something real quick, roll up. I don't care, but she got to go over.
How many losses does Charlotte have in Mania? 2? She only got pinned in one of them. She didn't even get pinned last year. I hate having to count when someone doesn't even get pinned.
Oh man, oh man.
I think she has 1 loss.
We have another comment here from Patricia Harris. It's like the same song that's overplayed on the radio. You still like it, but you get tired of them, and it's annoying at the same time. Charlotte winning again and again. Yeah, you're still like her character, but getting old and annoying. So that was.
I don't even like her character.
Yeah, at some point we gotta just face the facts that her character's stale.
Her character is
her father.
I'm a Flair.
That's literally. Well, her character is her father, but her father did it better. Her father did it better.
Because it's not even any of like the. I can't even explain it. It's just her going, I'm Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, literally. That's literally what it is. I'm Charlotte Flair. I'm superior. I'm better. I'm more athletic. Wah, wah, wah. Her dad added flavor and added flair, no pun intended, to what he was saying.
I've been trying to tell you guys that Charlotte's not good on the mic. Nobody listened to me.
She's not bad. I don't think she's bad on the mic.
She's not bad on the mic, but she's not good.
It's just the same thing over and over again. It's like Seth Rollins. When he's a face, I'm just go back and burn it down. Come back, burn it down. Come back, burn it down. Okay, we get it. Please stop. Just stop repeating the same thing over and over again. Like when you have, like, see, this is why I miss, and I might be aging myself here, and I might sound like that guy, but forget it. I'm going to be that guy right now.
Be that guy.
This is why I miss the Attitude Era. In a lot of ways from talking points and promos. Because we were cool with guys repeating themselves and using the same catchphrase and stuff like that. But there's a way that they did it, and they made it more creative. Like, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. Mm-hmm. Austin will preface that comment by saying something else.
No one makes catchphrases anymore.
Nobody does.
And they do, but it's for people that are like mid-carders or like get no TV time.
Like,
you know who's got the best catchphrase right now?
Who?
Street Profits.
Yep, we want smoke.
I was listening to their music the other night, and I was trying to do that entrance thing where they go from side to side.
It's hard.
It's very difficult.
It's hard.
I felt so embarrassed.
It's hard. That's why, this is why,
my God, I felt like such a loser.
This is why Titus and, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Darren Young. And
Darren Young used to lock arms and do it. Because it's easier when you have somebody else guiding with the rhythm with you. But when you got to do it by yourself.
They're jumping.
Yes.
That's what makes it difficult. They're jumping. And it looks so easy. I was so embarrassed.
They have rhythm, and clearly they have they have danced a little bit in their life. Me with 2 left feet. Trust me, I ain't dancing nowhere.
Dance and it didn't work. Christopher Brown said, let me put it this way, Kaylin, I'm sure you'll get a laugh out of this, but Charlotte Flair's character makes me miss AJ Lee even more.
That is true.
I'm telling you, AJ Lee was ahead of her time.
Dude, listen.
And it's not even that she was ahead of her time. She just was in the right mindset, and you guys all weren't ready for the women's revolution yet.
AJ Lee in NXT right now?
I know.
Just think
It's not even that she was ahead of her time. It was that she was perfectly in time, and the rest of us, not me, because I know women, I was like, women's wrestling, let's go. I know we can do it. And everyone else was like, no, boobs. Boobs.
That's what it was.
That was it.
That's how it was. Now, man,
you guys just wanted to see her kiss John Cena.
The dream matches that I can think of. Like, you get a match, you know who can tear the house down? Candice LeRae and AJ Lee. One-on-one.
Any of them.
You know,
Sasha Banks,
AJ Lee.
Lee.
Come on, that's a dream. I don't know about you.
Dream.
I don't know about you, but I think that those two would have talk about burning it down.
She said in her when she won. Remember they used to do the Slammies?
Yeah.
It was like the one right before she left because she left after Mania, but they did in December, and she literally got her trophy and like named off a list of all these people. She's like, "Don't even pay attention to me. Pay attention to all these people." I'm like, she didn't have to do that. And you know who she didn't name? Becky Lynch. She knew before the rest of us.
Yeah.
I told y'all.
But,
I listen to AJ Lee.
But, look, we're going to get into Becky in a second. But
I got problems with Becky.
To cap off the Charlotte Flair talk, Charlotte didn't need this win. For storytelling purposes, I thought the route they were going to go was go round 2. With that, if you're going to go that route, fine, I'll take my medicine. Because you gave me what I wanted. For the first time in a long time, I said something that I wanted, and you gave it to me. So that's fine. And you gave it to me the exact same way I said it on the show. Go back and watch it, guys. Mm-hmm. Go back and watch it. Now,
I believe you.
Now, moving on to the next match on the card, we had Becky Lynch taking on Lacey Evans. Becky retains. The match was for the SmackDown.
Not Lacey Evans.
Lacey,
Asuka.
oh my goodness. Excuse me. I read that.
Are we doing Bayley and Lacey Evans? Or are we doing Becky?
You know what happens when you're reading a list and you change screens?
Yeah.
It takes a long time for it to load. Yeah. So it's shifted like this. And then it jumped.
Right. You're okay, pal.
Oh, man. I was all over the place.
Which one?
Okay. We're going Bayley Lacey Evans this time.
Evans.
Okay? Bayley Lacey Evans. Bayley retained. SmackDown Women's Championship match. Can you believe that match was only 9 minutes and 20 seconds?
I believe it.
Man.
I believe it.
I love Lacey, just not liking this heel Bayley right now.
There's something about heel Bayley, it doesn't work.
Doesn't fit.
It doesn't work, and face Lacey doesn't work either.
Because she's a try-hard heel. You don't want to try-hard heel.
No.
You just want to heel.
And I feel like Lacey is a try-hard face.
These two need to switch. They need to flip-flop these. And I know you can't really go back to happy-go-lucky Bayley.
No.
You can't now.
Which we're stuck.
Dead and gone.
Like,
but
right.
Lacey, you can go back. Lacey, you leave the door open to go back now because you're frustrated.
There's nothing wrong with two heels facing each other.
There isn't.
I actually really like when heels face each other. Because they're like, I'm bad. And it's like, okay, well, I'm
better
better.
I'm
Guess
worse
what?
than you.
I'm worse.
So listen, we both have common. We don't really get that anymore. Like I said, the good guy, bad guy idea is dead. We're over that now. Just give us good wrestling. So, heel Bayley taking on heel Lacey. Okay, I think that Lacey could have actually enhanced that. But now, face Lacey taking on heel Bayley, and the daughter's involved, and cute little girl, by the way.
Is she?
She looks like your typical 6-year-old girl. You know, I don't know what age she is, but she's an adorable little girl.
They're weird. I tried following them on Instagram. I was like, oh, this is so weird.
Did you try following who? Lacey Evans?
Lacey Evans, like her daughter, and it was like a picture of her holding a chicken. She's like, this is our dinner tonight. I'm like, this is...
No.
That's weird.
No, we don't eat our livestock.
They're country people. They're like livestock, like kill the chicken 3 hours before you eat it kind of people. I was like, I can't.
No. According to Anthony, we don't eat our livestock. See, this is why I need Anthony here. Anthony is out on assignment, folks. But this is why I need Anthony here, because he can speak to the chickens. He's a chicken whisperer. I don't know nothing about chickens. He has most experience on the show with chickens.
He's a chicken whisperer.
He's a chicken whisperer. The only chicken I whisper to is Popeyes. There's no other chicken I'm talking to.
Oh my God, you said Popeyes.
But
he said Popeyes.
Yes. Speaking of daughters, if anybody was paying attention to my social media, I am having a baby girl.
You are
July 21st, 2020. So
how long did you know that it was a girl and you didn't tell me that?
I just found it out Monday.
Oh, okay. I thought you were holding out on me. I was going to be pissed.
That's why I held out from everybody. So yes, I am having a daughter. My first child.
Gonna name her Birdie.
No, I'm not. Her name will be Angelica Noel, and she'll be my little angel. And I am happy it's a girl. I'm ecstatic. Oh my goodness, I'm happy it's a girl. Because if it was a boy, I would have lost my mind. Okay. I would have wrestling fan. It would be wrestling everything.
What, she could still be wrestling everything? Excuse me.
But
so I'm seeing that Aunt Kaylin is going to have to.
No, I want her. Don't get me wrong. I want her to be a wrestling fan. But I remember growing up as a young boy. I loved the idea of wrestling because it was violent. It was two good guy, bad guy fighting each other.
Rodney, you saw Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel was violent. Don't get me wrong. But
you watched Star Wars with Rey?
But nowadays it's different. A lot of young girls don't look at violence like that. They kind of shy away from that. It might be too violent. I don't know if that's true. I don't
believe that at all. I feel like we are numb to violence.
Really?
I feel like we are, as a society, numb to violence.
Okay.
But that's a conversation that we should not get into.
Us as Americans, we just love violence anyway.
We love violence.
Hence the Super Bowl.
Hence why we are numb to it.
Hence the Super Bowl. Football is a violent sport.
Yeah, we're so excited for the Super Bowl. Last week we were watching the Aaron Hernandez documentary, and now we're excited for the Super Bowl.
Did you see the middle of that man's brain?
It
has a hole.
I think half of the football players now are going to have that.
Guys, I don't know if you can see it on the camera here, but just picture the circle as Aaron Hernandez's head, right? In the middle here, there's nothing. Where there's supposed to be something. But he was missing a whole lane of mine. And that includes, they said it, not to get into this, but they said that controls your thought process, your memory. Mm-hmm. How do you know right from wrong? It was damaging to the nervous system. Like, he probably was experiencing tingling and numbness, and he probably never said anything to nobody. That's scary.
Yep.
That's some scary stuff. For those of you who haven't seen it, just go on Netflix and watch the Aaron Hernandez.
But enjoy the Super Bowl, where we're going to just watch men do that to themselves on purpose. Yeah. And we're going to go, fumble. Yeah, we're just going to be excited for it.
Listen, like I said, I played it.
That's why.
Thank you, Christopher Brown. Thank you so much. But I am very, very much looking forward to seeing little Angelica grow. It's gonna be a little fun. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun.
I'm excited. I'm gonna make her a wrestling fan like me. I
hope so. I hope she loves.
I'm
sports.
also gonna make her watch Glee, so I'll balance it out for you.
But most of all, how about this? Most of all, I just hope that she's healthy. Mm-hmm. Sports, wrestling, doesn't matter. You like whatever you like. Mm-hmm. And I hope that you're healthy, and I hope that you enjoy your entire life. Enjoy it the same way I enjoy it. That's all I can say. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited to be a dad.
Look at you. Oh my God, I'm surrounded by babies. I can't do this.
Well,
I have so many babies around me.
Don't listen to people tell you, well, Kaylin, the time is coming.
No,
don't listen to those people. Don't listen to them.
I have not heard it. Don't worry.
First of all,
I'm 21 years old.
Kaylin, listen, you got your whole life ahead of you.
I still live at home.
You can go visit babies.
You
can go visit them.
I got plenty of babies around me.
There you go. You got plenty of ones to visit. There you go. Those are your children, too.
Yeah.
There you go. Buy them gifts on Christmas. Treat them like they're your own.
I got to tell you after, because I don't think I want to say it on the show, but my friend is having a baby girl, too. Oh. And she has picked out a name. And I'm going to tell you, because I was like, so she told me the name, and I was like, oh my gosh, guess what? That name is the name of a women's wrestler. How amazing. She's like...
Is it Paige?
It's not Paige. And I was like, good for you.
Carmella?
No. I don't want to say it on there.
China?
No, it's not China. Yes. She is naming the baby China.
Hey.
It's not China.
Okay. All right, so...
Not China.
We would talk about it after the show. So Lacey Evans takes the L in front of her daughter in 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Becky barely retains, leading us to the Universal Championship match between the Feet and Dan Bryan, and a strap match.
That was a good match.
It was a good match.
You're going to say it's not?
No. I'm not.
I'm telling you,
say,
wrestler
out of all the
of
strap
the
matches I
decade,
watched,
Daniel Bryan.
wasn't my favorite strap match.
Nobody has a favorite strap match.
I
'cause
do.
The strap match is stupid.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. I do have a favorite strap match.
Strap matches are dumb.
Triple H, The Rock. I believe it was Fully Loaded.
I hate strap matches.
Strap match was fantastic. You ever seen somebody sell a strap to the back? Watch The Rock sell a strap to the back.
No,
It is
I just want to
fantastic.
watch Daniel Bryan. We're talking about babies and Daniel Bryan. You hear about the
Oh, the Bella Twins.
That's
at the same
the
time.
weirdest
They
thing.
playing that. They playing that.
Yeah, they said
They
not
playing
playing.
that.
I'm like, no way you didn't play.
I wouldn't be
That's
surprised
so
if they were
sorry.
doing it next to each other. They playing this. Conception was at the same time, separate rooms. They're weird people. I don't trust those Bella Twins.
I love
don't
Brie
trust
Bella.
them.
I love Brie.
I don't trust them.
I love Brie.
Creepy little women over there.
Me and Megan were like, congratulations to Brie. We're so excited. You could see the tweet on Megan's Twitter. It's literally like, oh my God, Brie, Daniel, I'm so happy for you guys. Congratulations. You guys are going to be great parents. Birdie's going to be such a great big sister. And then it says, and congrats to Nikki too. I was like,
Wait, hold on. Megan, I have a bone to pick with you. You told me on Monday that you were going to call in the show to talk about Edge. Where are you, Megan?
oh, she got,
You.
hey. She got stuff going on. She FaceTimed me in the middle. I was walking in Times Square, and I got a FaceTime from my little baby nephew. Sweetest thing ever. He is having surgery tomorrow.
Oh,
so, he
that's
my baby
why.
boy. The best of luck.
Okay, no problem. Well, we wish you
But
the best.
I
way.
told her that remember I texted her, and you were the one that was like, is she okay? Make
Yeah.
sure she's okay. She said her phone was on the other side of the room, but she was in bed going and
Screaming into the pillow.
I was like, are you okay? Are you alive? She's like, I have died and gone to heaven.
yeah, almost damaged.
That was the best day of her life.
Almost damaged
Probably.
Kaylin's bathroom because when Edge came out, I was in the middle of going to the bathroom, and I was trying to rush out of the bathroom to see what was going on because I thought it was CM Punk. And
Not CM Punk.
I was like, why are they marking out so hard?
Listening
what is
to
going
that
on?
music again, I'm convinced that Edge has one of the best theme songs ever.
I could stand him.
Love his theme song. I love him. I love that he was like trying so hard to be like his badass Edge, but when he came out, he was just crying.
Yeah, he was.
I was like, good for
tears.
you. And he looks good.
Yeah, he looks.
He looks
good.
old but good at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's like he looks like he's acceptable to look like that because it fits him. He looks like an old rocker that's trying to go back on tour. Mm-hmm. Like he has a gray,
looks fine.
long hair, but he doesn't look like he's out of shape.
No.
He looks good. He's not fat, and nasty, and doughy like Chris
then
Jericho.
Leave Chris Jericho
No,
be.
Chris Jericho looked like the damn Michelin Man. There's no reason for you to be wearing a weight belt when you clearly know you don't lift weights.
He was doing it as a joke to Cody Rhodes.
Well, take it off because it looks stupid. And put
No.
a shirt on. Nobody wants to see your
No.
doughy body rolling around.
Leave him be.
No, he barely can move, Kaylin.
Stop
Have you
it.
seen the size of this man's thighs?
Stop it, Rodney.
That looks terrible. He was a cruiserweight at a point. A cruiserweight.
Okay, well that was what, 30 years ago?
He was a cruiserweight.
30 years ago.
Effing cruiserweight.
30.
Oh,
Are you the same weight that you were 30 years ago?
no, I'm not.
Are
But
you the
guess
same
what?
weight that you were 5 years ago?
No, I'm not. But
Yeah.
guess what? I know when to hang it up. And I know when to
Stop
change
it.
my life around. It's called DDP yoga.
You do not do DDP yoga.
Trish backed me up in the comment section. Yes, I did do
You
DDP
do.
yoga for a short period of time.
For
I
a
did.
short period of time.
Yes, I did. I did represent one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, DDP. I invested. Yes, I did.
Yeah, now what do? Play my PS3 console?
Yeah, because WWE 13 is the greatest wrestling game to ever come out, besides No Mercy.
Can I trade? I have a 2K20 since it was so bad because I tried to look up how much it is.
The thing will be on sale for $2 by next week.
I'll give it to you for $2. I looked it up on GameStop right now, and it's $60, and I don't want to buy that.
Get it used. I guarantee you can get
I
it for $2.
couldn't find it used.
Nobody's playing that game, Kaylin. The game,
It got 3 stars.
Kaylin, that thing kicks you out in the middle of a match. It tells you server can't be found. Server is corrupted. What? What do you mean?
What?
It kicks you out of the whole game. Like you have to restart from scratch. This is the worst video game I ever played. Ever.
I just want to do the 4 Horsewomen thing.
And I used to play Little Big Planet.
That's all I want to play. Pre-owned. Oh, so the new is $59.99. The pre-owned is ready? $54.99.
Kaylin.
Can I borrow your game, please?
Please, take it. I'll give it to you for free.
You want it for free? All right.
Jesus. Just get it away from me.
Okay.
I hate that game.
Battlefront 2 is only $17. I'm hyped.
Say what?
I'm going to get Battlefront 2.
So we stopping at GameStop on the way home? Don't give me no ideas, Kaylin.
No. We have to find a day that we can, because I have stuff I need to buy.
Anyway, back to wrestling.
Sorry
About a little soliloquy. Talking about wrestling games. Terrible games. Horrible. Horrible people.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, though. And 2011. Good games.
I believe that there is a comment in there for you, Kaylin.
For me, during Metalingus Fiend theme remix, drop it. Let me see it. Or was the comment Andrew going, "Hi guys." Hi Andrew.
Hi Andrew.
Hi Andrew.
Yeah. Jumping back into the strap match. Now, the strap match went on for 17 minutes and 35 seconds. Bray Wyatt goes over, like expected.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan got his butt whooped, literally.
Somebody's gonna get their butt whooped.
I wish they remixed that song.
You ever hear Byron Saxton singing that song?
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get their butt whooped. I love Byron Saxton.
Byron Saxton's a national treasure.
A national treasure.
And we need more
Was
Byron
he on
Saxton.
Raw?
Yes, he's a part of the new. He's part of the Raw commentary team now. I'm so hyped because I heard rumor has it is that they're not really feeling that kid.
Dio Madden.
Yeah, he kind of sounds too much like Michael Cole.
I think I don't understand. He's a wrestler.
No, not Dio Madden. The kid in the middle.
Oh.
With the glasses.
Yeah. So who's the commentary team on Raw?
I believe it's Byron Saxton, The King, and Tom Phillips.
All right. I'm down with that.
I love Tom Phillips.
I love Tom Phillips, and
He's fantastic.
So that makes sense. So I like that they're now making
Byron. Oh my God, I get Byron Saxton back.
I love Byron Saxton.
It's the greatest. Nothing beats Byron Saxton, like literally being genuinely upset during the whole Kofi run. He would. All you needed to do is have him on commentary. No one else needed to call a match. Just his reaction to everything Kofi was going through sold the Kofi run. People don't give him. I don't think people don't give enough credit to commentary when things are happening. Yeah, but commentary puts you there. That's the whole point of calling play-by-play and color commentary. It puts you there. So when I close my eyes, I know I can see that's what's going on because they put me there. Byron Saxton made me feel for Kofi Kingston. He made me feel like he's the ultimate underdog and he needs to win. It's like Michael Cole with the whole Daniel Bryan run. He made you feel bad. He made you feel it from the bottom of your heart that you wanted this man to go over. So man, I tell you right now, Byron Saxton, I'm happy to see you in that. I don't know if that's going to be forever, but I hope that
so.
Is because it made me so happy.
I love Byron.
Christopher Brown says, "I'm actually glad Saxton's back on Raw." Yes, I am happy. Yes,
I'm happy.
Yeah, Vic Joseph just wasn't doing it for me, man. He wasn't doing it. Thank you, Andrew, for name dropping that. It just wasn't doing it for me. Sound too much like Michael Cole. It kind of felt like the Michael Cole Scrappy Doo. It was just too much, and I get enough Michael Cole in my life. I don't need two Michael Coles. I can give me some more Byron. Give me some more.
Give me some Byron Saxton.
Corey Graves, I'm kind of been disappointed in you lately, man. It kind of just sounds like you're so robotic, and it kind of sounds like you're getting piped things in, and you're just saying them just to say it. It kind of bothers me. But because before it felt like he was ad-libbing a lot, and it was fun. That's why I said Corey Graves is excellent on commentary because he ad-libs very well. Just let him do his thing. You don't got to feed him lines. You really don't have to.
No.
Just give him bullet points and let him run. That's why I said with the King, you didn't have to feed him lines. Just give him bullet points, he'll run.
Yeah,
JR was JR. He had his own style. You guys got to find your style and roll with the punches.
Yeah, but now these guys are old and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, King is all over the place sometimes. And JR on AEW,
King is just straight up racist.
He says some things that sometimes, ooh.
When Humberto Carrillo comes out, the things that King says, I'm like, this is not acceptable.
Humberto, who are? I'm like, what?
They go, Carrillo. I'm like, no.
That's not his name.
That's not his name.
This
is racist.
The commentary team for Raw, if this stays the same and stays this way, grade A. It keeps me entertained on Raw. But leading into the Daniel Bryan situation, where does Daniel Bryan go from here? Does it stop here? Does it end here? I don't think it does. I think it falls and rolls over into WrestleMania, which would set up a triple threat match with Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns. That's my opinion. I think that's the best. What's best for business?
Battle of the Dads.
Yep, best for business. What's
it's
best
the
for
Battle
business?
of the Dads.
Should be fun.
I guess so. We'll see.
Should be fun. We do have a caller. I'm going to put them straight through.
You put them through.
Uh-oh. Caller, you're going to have to call back. You're going to have to call back. I have to do a little thing with the phone again.
Oh, you messed up.
No. Give me a second, guys.
You messed up.
You effed up.
Hey, I'm not trying to say that word. Oh, my God. I'm so tired. I forgot to have coffee this morning. Can you believe that? Me forgetting coffee? What's wrong with me?
No, but sometimes you gotta book things to just book them simple. This is not hard to do. Is this hard to do, Kaylin?
What?
It's not hard to do just to book this the right way. And I'm not saying that they booked this wrong. They booked it the way it's supposed to be booked.
Yeah.
Because you want him involved and you want him in the storyline, but then you don't want to overdo it and take the title off of Bray because he's kind of red hot right now with it. Yep. And I like where they are. Mm-hmm. Keep it going. Keep it going. Add Roman Reigns to the mix. And if Roman Reigns goes over, I kind of won't be mad about it. Because I want to see Bray chase again. That's the cool part. I would love to see Bray chase again.
No.
I believe I fixed it, Andrew. Give us a call back. Now, moving on. The boring Becky Lynch taking on Asuka. Yes, taking on Asuka. Round 2 of last year's Royal Rumbles, which started with Asuka tapping Becky Lynch out. And Becky Lynch has a bone to pick. Refused to sign her WWE extension until she got this match signed up for, because this is the only rival that she couldn't beat this whole time. The story goes on and on. If you walked into this match and honestly thought that somebody was walking out with a brand new title, you were sadly mistaken. Okay? And I should have bet everyone. Yo, Asuka gonna win, bro. No, she's not. Who said that? The match went on for 16 minutes and 25 seconds. It was a solid match. It wasn't a great match. It wasn't the ending of the match was the best part of the match, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm saying the way they ended the match was really, really fun. The whole green mist, he kicked in her face, boom. Mist goes in the air, lands all over her face, and boom, 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 there's the finish. The most entertaining part of this match is watching Kairi Sane on the side of the apron. Praying, screaming. It was hilarious. I had a good time watching it. At the end of the day, where does Becky go from here? Still boring the crap out of me? Yes. But I see Ronda Rousey in her sights. I see something of that nature coming Becky's way. Some people say Shayna Baszler. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, there's always Elimination Chamber. Moving right quickly through, we have the Men's Royal Rumble match, which went on for an hour and 50 seconds. An hour on the nose in 50 seconds. Can you believe that? Not bad at all, guys. Not bad. 60 whole minutes and 50 seconds. You know, I'll have to give them credit for that. That was actually pretty good. Pretty good.
I like that we thought it went by a lot faster, even though it was the same amount of time because you had to wait 90 seconds anyway.
Yeah. And just looking at some of the match times for the men's, Brock Lesnar kind of dominated throughout the whole time. You know, Brock came in and won. He ran through Elias, Eric Rowan, Robert Roode, John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, Big E, Cesaro, Shelton Benjamin. Cool little moment with Shelton Benjamin as well. Then your Shinsuke. Then you had MVP.
MVP.
The Keith Lee face went viral. That was hilarious. We had who's this big boy?
Big boy.
13 eliminations, and then he ran into Braun Strowman, then Ricochet, just how I wanted it to go down. Last week, I said in my ideal situation, I will have Drew McIntyre come into this match. Maybe work the heel angle with Brock for a second, eliminate a couple of people together. Then eventually turning around, Claymore kicking Brock right out of the ring. But instead, it kind of worked out in a different kind of way. Ricochet and Drew McIntyre kind of teamed up, which led to the Claymore kick, which led to Drew taunting Brock while Brock is outside the ring trying to gather himself. I haven't heard a crowd pop like that in a long time. And we all knew, wow, we're not going to get Brock Lesnar winning the Royal Rumble. Thank you, Jesus. So a lot of people really are very, very happy. I was ecstatic. I said, this is it. He actually has a chance to win. And he was my pick and my ideal person to win the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. If you look at what's been going down since Survivor Series with Drew McIntyre, he has played to the crowd very well. He has worked very, super hard. Mm-hmm. Those guys have worked hard in the business from that time period, but his working hard has been a little different, from working hard on house shows to playing his role. I haven't heard a complaint on the Western Front about him to anyone. Didn't ask for no release, didn't do any of that, just played his role. Mm-hmm. And you know that run was coming at some point. When you pay your dues and you keep your head down and you do what you got to do, we all get one at least once in our career. His run is now. And now he's starting to pick up steam. Now he's starting to get hot. And now it's starting to become fun. This is what I love. This is what I love about pro wrestling. Especially when you get what you want and you get what you hope for. Him getting in that match, eliminating Brock, winning the match, setting up to boom. WrestleMania moment.
WrestleMania.
So don't do this to me with the whole Brock Lesnar walks into WrestleMania, Suplex City, F5, beats Drew McIntyre in 25 seconds. I swear to God, I'm going to say that. Oh my God, I swear. If they do that, I'm going to be very upset. I want to see a fight. I want a knockdown, drag out fight. I want Brock Lesnar, John Cena type of fight. That's what I want out of this match. You're not going to beat me that easy, Brock. And Brock saying, well, you're not going to beat me that easy. I want a knockdown, drag out fight, and ending with Drew McIntyre as champion. That's what needs to happen. The kid deserves it. Listen, this man was a part of 3MB. Okay?
Oh my God.
Enough said. Oh enough said. Do I have to say any more? He was a part of the three-man band.
3-man band. Oh my God.
Goodness. Can you believe that? I remember when the modern day Maharaja won, and we were like, are you kidding me? But he still had the coolest theme song in the business. We all bop to every time we hear it. We're like, oh, they got a little, there it is. Oh. We used to get hype. Then all of a sudden we're like, all right, let's get a little whack. And he dropped the title to, last time I saw, what was the last time I saw Jinder Mahal? He was getting pinned on a plane by R-Truth. That's the last time I physically saw him. Like, pinned on a plane for the 24/7 championship. And he had surgery. He's trying to recover.
Oh my God.
But Drew McIntyre gets his due, and well-deserved.
This chair, man. I'm sorry.
It makes you fall asleep.
I know. I should have drank
She's like, I gotta stretch.
I should have drank my coffee this morning. I did not.
I should have drank that coffee.
I did not drink it.
What do you think about Seth Rollins not winning this match, man?
Thank God. Oh my God. I can't. I needed the Rumble to not be obvious. It's good. Isn't the Rumble so much better when, like, remember last year we were like, okay, so Becky's gonna win and Seth is gonna win. And we just knew it. So we just kind of watched it and we're like, okay. Like, all right.
That was really cool this year, is that we didn't know what was
This
going to
year,
happen.
not knowing was, like, so much better. I mean, the wrong woman won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, listen.
But you know what?
The fact that Drew won at the end of the night made everything better. And I was fine with Charlotte winning at that point.
I was not fine.
Because if you gave me Roman Reigns
Now I'm
and Charlotte Flair winning,
not going to
you
Mania.
wasted my time.
I'm not going.
But only two
Oh my goodness.
only two NXT superstars in this match, which was Keith Lee and Matt Riddle.
Who both didn't have, like, the best. I was like, okay.
But a whole lot of NXT women superstars in the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I feel like because they knew what they wanted to do with the Brock angle at the beginning, they didn't want to bury
A lot of the guys?
a lot of the guys. Mm-hmm. That's why you saw it was kind of a lot of jobbers, except I was really mad that it was John Morrison. I was like, why would you bring him back and then be like, all right, and get, like, no offense? He, like, I was like, all right. I mean, if that's what you wanted.
Shout out to Nell Jean. Thank you.
Ridiculous.
Listen. When Nell Jean be like, yo, you can custom make your bottle if you like.
Shout out to me and Redbubble.
Adam Driver. He talked about a national treasure.
Somebody bought my phone case. I got an email that was like, congratulations, you get some money because somebody bought.
You serious?
Somebody bought my print. Got whole $5.
Get that. You really making money off
I did.
So you telling me that we can actually make Behind the Barricade phone cases and sell them on Redbubble?
You make Behind the Barricade, we'll put up the artwork, and when people buy stuff, you can buy, like, a sticker. You can buy a bag. You can buy.
Kaylin, what are we doing?
Okay, then send me the picture. I'll upload it.
I got you. We're going to see, because I've been looking to do this for a while, guys, because this Nell Jean bottle kind of put me over the top. Sorry, quick commercial break to promote our show. You see this little bottle here? It's a Nell Jean bottle. For those of you who don't know what a Nell Jean bottle is, it's kind of like a camping bottle. Holds a lot of water, 32 ounces. This is the little guy. It goes bigger. They do have bigger bottles.
That's not 32 ounces.
Yes, it is. 32 ounces.
What? You can fit 2 water bottles in that?
Yeah. So.
Don't look like it.
It doesn't, right? But being that it's so wide, it does. It actually fits.
Wow.
Wide mouth opening. You can customize it to be color of the bottle, whatever color you like, and you can customize the top. Now, cool thing about this is, I was thinking of putting a motivational picture of myself. No, I am trying to lose weight. And I said, you know what? No. I want to promote my show no matter where I go. So I decided to put the Behind the Barricade logo on there. And you know how many compliments I got at work today?
How many?
Everyone's like, where'd you get that bottle from? That's mad cool, bro. Where can I get one? Oh, I know exactly where you can get one. Just go to NellGene.com. Just let me know what you want. And I got you. Now I can honestly say, once we get this up and going, guys, stickers, phone cases, you purchase one of those things, I'll send you the sticker and the phone case that I get for my pro wrestling loot, for my loot crate. Mm-hmm. I'll send you my stuff because half that stuff they send me I can't even use. I have T-shirts, I have pop sockets, signed the autograph pictures I keep. But I have home DVDs of wrestlers from back in the day. Like I have a whole Bam Bam Bigelow anthology that I got in my pro wrestling crate one time. It's crazy stuff. But just so yeah, we're looking to do big things for Behind the Barricade. So we're looking to promote.
Oh, I like that tapping noise making it. Oh, I like it. I like it.
That's how thick this damn thing is. This is heavy plastic, man.
Oh, I like that noise.
So yes, Redbubble real soon. We'll have our Behind the Barricade stuff up, or you can purchase your phone case or sticker. Hell, if you want to.
I'll show you all the stuff that you can get on Redbubble.
Drop Redbubble into the website, or into the comment section, and let people decide for themselves. I got this phone case. For those of you who are Letterkenny fans, I am a huge Letterkenny fan.
Oh, you should see the stickers that I have.
I have a Higher Now phone case from Redbubble. Yes.
I have a Adam Driver phone case that I made myself.
And I also have coming on, for those of you who are Letterkenny fans.
I get stickers all the time. Here we got Prison Mike.
Prison Mike.
We have Matt, the radar technician. We have the Monterey 5 from Big Little Lies. We have the numbers from Lost. And then we have, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott said that quote. And I got a bunch that I just have to find. I get stickers, and I get so many because they have, like, discounts. Like, if you buy, like, 10 stickers, they're all, like, half off. So I literally got so many stickers. I got one that's like, I will not be rich. I got one of when Donald Gleason accidentally revealed the name of Starkiller Base at a panel, and he's kind of, like, embarrassed. And both Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac are looking at him all pissed. Greatest picture in my entire life. I have Ew David. I have Dwight going, I am a Sith Lord. Like, I just have so much. No. I have Sorry I Killed Your Son, Kylo, from the card.
That's wild.
After the rain comes the rainbow.
I have a bunch of Letterkenny stuff on the way. So I have another Letterkenny phone case with the ostrich that says allegedly. For those of you who watch Letterkenny, it's a great show. Check it out on Hulu.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is a great show.
It's not.
Yes, it is. You never gave it a chance, so don't even start. I gave Always Sunny with a Chance probably the greatest decision I ever made in my life. Also, by the way, I saw the Blackface episode.
You can't say that on air.
Oh, my God. I watched it, by the way. I watched it with my brother.
So do you see what I mean? That, like, they're, like, doing all these, like, oh, my God, like, you should be doing them things, but they're making fun of themselves while doing it. So it's, like, almost like you could tell the whole time, like, it's meant for you to be like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's why I love it so much.
I just don't like the way that they treat D. It bothers me.
I know, but that's the point.
I know that's the point, but it pisses me off. Like,
shut up, bird.
Like,
get a bird.
Just gets me so
Does it make
angry.
you feel better that A, she's married to Mac in real life?
Yes.
So, like, they are very...
You know, Charlie and the waitress are actually married in real life.
Yes, Charlie and the waitress are married in real life. If you go on Rob McKellen Lee's, I think that's how you say his name, whatever, Mac's Instagram, he plays the guitar, and she always comes in and sings with him, and they're, like, the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. She
is naturally funny.
Yeah. And so they all are, like, naturally funny. It's so good. Now, do you see also watching with Dennis why I can't watch you? Because I'm just going to think of Dennis.
It literally is him.
It's Dennis.
It's literally the Dennis character.
You haven't gotten to the Dennis system yet, that episode.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
The Dennis system.
That is you.
That literally is.
Established connection. The Dennis system.
Oh, all right. Now we got to get back to wrestling.
Sorry
about the segue.
We're just trying to recommend some shows for you guys.
Oh, yeah, facts. Now,
some good shows.
Jump into the comment section here. Eric Clark, let's go. What's going on, Eric Clark? How are you? He won well-deserved. I believe he's talking about Drew McIntyre. Yes, it was well-deserved. Floyd, shout out to my boy Floyd. Known the man for a long time. We go back all the way to high school.
Wow, that must have been 20 years ago.
Yeah, they're actually planning for Roman to win, but thankfully changed it to Drew. Yes, they were planning on Roman to win with, I believe it was supposed to be Roman and Shayna Baszler, and then they kind of changed things up. And you know what? It's fine. I'm okay with that. Christopher Brown also says, I also heard of another name that was briefly discussed, Floyd. Okay. Can you read the next comment? We got a phone call coming in.
Me? Mm-hmm. He said, for about 90 minutes last Sunday morning, Aleister Black's name was thrown around as to winning the Rumble before, but it was decided that Drew was taking it. Interesting, because I was a little disappointed in Aleister Black's showing at the Rumble. I thought he was a little lackluster.
Yeah, very lackluster. But we do have
you know what? All right.
We do have a caller on.
We do.
Eric Clark, what's going on, Eric?
Say that one
more time.
I'm glad Drew McIntyre won the Rumble. He deserved it.
Yeah, I tell you, Drew McIntyre deserved every bit of getting that win, and I felt really good for him. You know, he needed it. He needed the win.
And now Edge is back. They're going up the feud against Randy Orton and Edge again at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like I think that the feud for Randy Orton and Edge will do wonders for Edge to ease him back into the swing of things. Mm-hmm. Now, we don't know how long Edge is going to be around. Maybe it's for 3 years?
3 years.
Now, 3 years
supposedly a 3-year contract.
Now, is it 3 years just doing some matches here and there and still being around with WWE, or is it 3-year full activity?
Signs in-ring contract with WWE.
Oh, 3-year in-ring contract. So, could be specialty matches, could be on an everyday basis.
I want to get my reel as updated as possible.
All right, so as you're working on that, what did you also think about the Royal Rumble as a whole, Eric?
It was pretty good. I was glad that Brock Lesnar Drew McIntyre eliminated Brock Lesnar. I was glad about that.
Yeah, well, that was the highlight of my night. I felt that Drew McIntyre eliminating Brock Lesnar was huge for Drew, and the way it was done, it was big for Drew. It put Drew in a place on another scale, which by him winning, it put him on a higher scale, which you basically sold a wrestler to everyone in one match by doing two things. Having him knock out the biggest, baddest person in the field, and also having him go over. So that's just where you book, man. It's simple booking.
Yeah, and the match, I think the men's Rumble was good, and the Daniel Bryan and the Wyatt match was good, because the Fiend had a welcome match with Daniel Bryan and the strap match. That was a good match.
Yeah, that was a great match. That was a great match for a lot of people. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite strap match. I enjoyed the Texas Bull Rope match. I enjoyed a good strap match. Triple H, The Rock was one of my favorite strap matches, if not my favorite strap match. But I'll take it.
This contract is kind of going to be like a Brock Lesnar thing, so it's 3 years, but it's
part-time.
when he feels like it.
Okay.
You know what?
Special attraction kind of
all
thing.
right, I'm okay with it.
That's good, though. But I'm happy to see Edge back, man. And, triple neck fusion surgery.
I still remember sitting at home and watching that and crying so much. Because that was one that, with Daniel Bryan, we kind of, knew. With Paige, we kind of, knew. Edge had literally wrestled the week before at Mania, and we were like, excuse me?
Whoa, what you talking about, man?
What? Excuse me?
Didn't I just watch you? Didn't you just go over? It was very shocking, but
oh my God,
I was tired of Edge.
I'm gonna get emotional again. Shut up with your Edge hate.
Shut
up with your Edge hate.
At that moment, I felt bad for him. I didn't know it was gonna go down like that, but I was a little tired of Edge. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna even sit up here and act like I was the biggest Edge fan. So let's see where it goes. If Edge is can get himself in some good matches. I heard Christian will have a big part to do in this Randy Orton feud. So we'll see where it goes.
We'll see.
All right, guys. See you later.
All right, take it easy, brother.
All right.
Eric Clark calling in. Wonderful friend of the show. Weekly listener, always here. Thanks for the call. Now, I'll tell you, this is a weird situation with Edge. Where do you go from here? Do you give him a title run? If so, when is the right time to get a title run out of him? Are we even thinking about that right now? I don't know.
Edge title run? Not yet.
Not yet? Too soon?
Hang on.
Hang on?
Chill.
Second year into the contract?
Not second year in. SummerSlam.
Maybe, maybe boring time of the year?
SummerSlam.
How about right after Mania? Right after Mania.
Take it from Charlotte Flair.
Leading into SummerSlam. The boring time of the year. Right? Backlash.
Maybe.
Why not?
We'll see.
Maybe at the 5th Saudi show of the year. I forgot. We got to talk about that too.
I don't want. I'm ignoring it.
I think that sums up the Royal Rumble. Yeah. This week in wrestling was really
quiet.
Really a bounce back, getting ready for WrestleMania. Kind of quiet. Just a lot of setup and laying some brick. We know Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar got some brick laid there. Mm-hmm. We also have the dog food incident on SmackDown Live. I'm just not a fan of it. This Mandy Rhodes situation with Otis, I'm enjoying this, man. I really am.
That was the best part of the Women's Rumble.
Because I feel like Otis.
Do you remember us being like, why is everybody cheering? We're like, oh my God.
Did we catch her? So
I want to know how he did it and how long he was laying on the ground like that.
Look, all of us fellas who weren't as fortunate to have the greatest looks in the world or be the hot body or the jock of the world, we kind of feel Otis. We feel with Otis. We can relate to Otis. Like, he's a heavier set guy, big personality.
Kind of an idiot.
I won't call him an idiot.
Yes.
They bill him as that, and he's a heavy set guy. You know, not the greatest looks in the world, but he has a hell of a great personality. And when he wants the hottest girl in the world, who is completely out of his league, but she kind of started to like him a little bit. It's the cool little story behind it is that was me in high school. That was a couple other guys I know in high school. You know, we're chasing after the girl that's way out of our league, and we're not the best looking guy in the world. But if she just gave me a second to just let me show her who I am, then you can appreciate me. But a lot of girls don't give you that opportunity.
Don't start yelling at girls.
No, I'm not yelling at girls. No. What I'm saying is a lot of girls have particular taste. Same way us guys have particular taste. It's like the girl that always stays to herself. You know, she might not be the most beautiful girl in the world, but she has a beautiful personality in who she is. If the guys would just stop for a second and just get to know that girl, you might want to marry that girl one day. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what you look like. That doesn't mean nothing to me. I know the best looking people in the world that literally hit their husbands. Literally punched their husbands in the face.
Look at Amber Heard.
You understand? Like,
I want everybody to start getting, I want the media to actually talk about it. You hear about all that? Amber Heard, Johnny Depp? No? Oh, justice for Johnny Depp, guys.
Johnny Depp getting beat?
Remember everyone was like, Johnny Depp, because Amber Heard was like, Johnny Depp used to beat me up. And he was like, no, I didn't.
You used to beat me?
You used to beat me up, and now we have proof.
What you mean proof?
Oh,
she was arrested on domestic violence?
No, there was a whole phone conversation. She was literally mocking the fact that she used to beat him up.
Don't get your wings. Mm-hmm. Now, come on, ladies. Come on now.
Trash.
Come on now.
Amber. That's why Aquaman
Cancel
sucked.
Amber Heard. Cancel.
Yes.
Cancel. I'm over it. You're canceled. Look, at the end of the day, we need to stop. We need to stop putting our hands on people. When are we going to learn that you putting your hands on each other is not the way to go? Stop doing that, folks. But back to what I was saying. That's the storyline is compelling to me because I can relate to Otis. Mm-hmm. And I know it's a story. And I might be reading too far into it. But who cares? I'm a wrestling fan. And I love it. I enjoy it, man. Even stupid as hokey as it is, it's fun. It's really, really fun. And the only thing that's missing is the hot girl's friend for friends or the ugly guy's friends are saying, she's out of your league, bro. You're never going to get her. And the hot girl's friends going, oh, my God, he's so ugly. Why do you even see something in him? That's what we're missing. We're missing that 90s movie dynamic, the she's all that kind of feel. We got a little Freddie Prinze Jr. going on here. I see what's happening. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed She's All That as well. Good movie. But, hey, I'll take it for what it is. And Mandy Rose getting some screen time. Hell, Heavy Machinery getting screen time every week. Why not? It's putting them on TV. They're doing something instead of sitting around in the back looking in mirrors like EC3 or running around after one person with a golden belt, you know, or jumping into a conga line, like, or trying to be security to hold somebody back from fighting somebody else so you clearly can get through. Your mom was funny. Shout out to Robin.
Mom? Oh, my God. Mom.
Shout out to Robin.
No, not shout out to Robin.
Shout out to Robin King.
No.
Thanks, Mama King, for watching. We
No.
appreciate you.
Get back to getting ready for the Super Bowl. I'm coming.
So, I say this.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Mom.
Give me more Mandy Rose, and I say it's best for business. What I don't like is, and I'm going to say this as an Alexa Bliss lover. You know how I feel about my Alexa Bliss. Everyone does. I don't like what they're doing with Fire and Desire.
No. Why are they losing?
And this is what gets me angry, is that they're getting hot due to the storyline. They're getting more airtime. They're being focused on more. Alexa and Nikki don't need a rub right now.
No.
Alexa and Nikki could have took the loss, and Fire and Desire kind of needs a couple of wins to get their momentum going. She's in a great storyline with Otis right now, but okay, let's get them going as a team. This is going to help propel them as well. You're not doing anything with Alexa and Nikki, and if they face the Kabuki Warriors, they're going to lose. So at least what we can do is take the titles off the Kabuki Warriors, make them chasers, and put the titles on Fire and Desire. That makes Mandy Rose look even more compelling to Otis. She's a champion. My Peach is a champion. Like, I can see him saying, like, it just feeds the fire a little bit more.
Feeds the
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Except isn't.
Yeah, she's a fire. She's a Desire.
Who's the Desire? Mandy's the Desire.
Mandy's a Desire, yeah.
Yeah,
I said she's a fire, she's a Desire.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me? Anyway, I like where they're going with it. And I think it's helped SmackDown Live quite a bit. Because I'm tired of seeing dog food. I don't want to see no more of the Revival complaining. I'm over that. Because this is it. Yeah, we're going to jump into that right now.
Oh,
Rumor has it that they have asked for the release from WWE again. Now, I don't know how true this is, but if you did, guys, you should have left before. You should have left before.
It was empty promises.
What made you think that this was going to change? What made you think that?
What made you think that?
At this point, you might as well just go down. You should have been in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. You should have been in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. You should have been in it. At this point, you have nothing going on up there. There's nothing for you. And you're good. It's not the fact that you're good or not. That doesn't matter. They don't care about that right now. You should have went on to find something else to do. Plain and simple. So this one's on them. The first one was on WWE. This one's on you. Because you had your option to ask for that release and stick to your guns and say, listen, we're not showing up TV. I want out. But you stayed. And you did your job. Now you're complaining again? I'm sorry. You did see yourself. If you haven't learned anything in history, this happens quite a bit in WWE.
Yeah.
Get it together, guys. Wake up and smell the roses. We got heavy machinery looking a lot better than you are right now.
Oh, my God.
It's the truth.
It is the truth, which sucks.
It sucks, but it's true. And they didn't have to deal with this. They didn't have to be in this situation if they didn't want to. I don't know how contracts are written up. I don't know what's going on legally. But I'm pretty sure they have a non-compete clause and stuff like that you had to wait 90 days. I believe your 90 days would have been up. When's the last time they asked for their release? It had to be 90 days ago. So at the end of the day, if you want out, take your out and take it seriously. I'm not coming back because you guys have nothing for me and I'm tired of being misused. Fine. Plain and simple. That's it. There's plenty of wrestlers on the roster who I don't blame them for taking that out. Hideo Itami. Another one. I want out. No problem. You know, you're not doing anything with me. What are you wasting my time for? I could be other places making more money and pushing my character and pushing who I am, my brand. So I said, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, if you guys went out, you too. Because they can easily go right back to Japan and be on top of the world again. But I just think the money looked too good. And they're kind of becoming the Ascension to me in a weird way. And it's coming down to that point where you're like, are they just still here because they're cool with AJ and AJ's vouching for them? What's going on? But they're still here because they do their job and they don't complain. So if you want out, take it seriously and take your way out, man. This is your opportunity to get out of this conundrum. If they grant you your release, sit down for your 90 days, and go right to a company that can use you. An MLW of the world. An Impact. Impact is desperate need of some tag team life over there. They are. Because I can see a beautiful situation over there in Impact for them. Doesn't have to be AEW. No. Everyone's saying AEW. Listen, they're too busy having Kenny Omega and Hangman Page be in the thick of things in the tag team division. So when it's not necessary. Anyway, moving forward.
Moving forward, how much more? We got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes. Moving forward to This Week in Wrestling.
This Week in Wrestling?
Do you have a This Week in Wrestling, Kelly?
Mine was the Bella Twins.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. I'm so excited for Birdie to be a big sister.
Well, mine This Week in Wrestling this week is a clip I saw a little bit of Ms. and Mrs. this week. And it's WrestleMania week in New York in the show. And they're driving around, which seems to be Dumbo, which is a very nice part in the city. It's like half Manhattan, half Brooklyn. It's right on the border. Also where Soho House is located. So it's a very expensive, I want to say country club. It's like a hotel club spot for celebrities where my brother works. Shout out to Jason, Soho House. And he works in Chelsea. Met a lot of people. Charlie Caruso goes to the one in Dumbo. He also met Charlie Caruso. Nice lady. But nevertheless, they're driving around, right? And they're looking for a place to have Monroe's birthday party. They drive up into this location in the city, which would charge them $10,000 to have this. It's a spa for babies. They paint their nails.
Good.
They give them like facials, and they sit there like queens. And it's $10,000. But you got to see Mrs. face like, what? There's no way. He goes, $500 is your limit. Like, you have to plan the birthday party within $500. I'm not paying $10,000. I'm sorry. She's one. I'm not doing this. Like, it's crazy. Which, fine. I agree with him. Nobody should be paying $10,000 for a birthday party for a 1-year-old. No.
Facts.
No. If you do that, something wrong with you. Just kidding. I never remember this party. Anyway. Moving on, they pull up to the spot where he asks the driver to go get coffee because he's feeling a little frisky. So him and Maurice hop into the back trunk of the Tahoe or Suburban, whatever they're riding in, and they start to have a little fun. Then they notice the driver's coming back. So instead of Miz just climbing into the back seat, the same way he got in there, he opens the door. Comes out, hey, how you doing? His jacket's off. Then he opens the trunk hatch, and then his Maurice is coming out the back of the hatch, like nothing's ever, never happened.
Mr. Maurice.
I was laughing because I was like, clearly, we obviously know this is it's not real, guys.
I know, but it's so funny.
But they're so entertaining.
They're so good.
The Miz is so good at what he does. I know people don't like the Miz for whatever reason. But I think he's one of the most underrated workers, let alone underrated characters in wrestling.
This guy was on The Real World.
Mm-hmm. He was a full
And he said
character.
he was like, I'm going to be a wrestler. I'm going to call myself The Miz. Like, he said it.
He spoke into reality.
He did.
He had a dream. And it came true.
And that was his whole thing. They're like, Mike keeps calling himself The Miz. Like, that was his thing.
No, but here's the thing. He's spoken into existence, and
Yes.
guess what? He main evented WrestleMania. and won.
He did.
Look, I mean, people forget that. He won that match with a little help, but he won.
WrestleMania.
At the end of the day, I'm happy for The Miz, Maurice, Monroe, and the new child. I don't know her name, or he or she's name.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. I know it.
The new baby.
It's a girl.
Oh, another girl.
Baby. And it starts with an M, too. Oh, my God.
Madeline?
No.
Matilda?
No.
Maurice?
Stop. Madison.
Oh, that was my next guess. Madison. Very nice name.
Madison Jade.
There's a lot of baby talk on the show today.
Oh, babies.
A lot of babies in the world.
Babies everywhere around
Babies
me.
everywhere. Baby fun.
No
Whole
babies
lot of
for
baby
me.
fun.
Unless the father is Adam Driver, which it will not be
Whoa.
because I respect him and his wife and his son.
Well,
So, I'm respectful.
to close out this show, I think it's only fair to bring up Adam Driver. We do it
Because
every
the
week.
British Academy Film Awards are right now. BAFTAs are right now.
And
I'm missing it. Zoe Kravitz is there, looking like the trophy itself. Beautiful woman. Can't wait.
I did not get the chance to. I have to start recording Saturday Night Live again.
You didn't watch Saturday Night Live?
I did. You saw the snap.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Yeah, I
thank
sent
goodness.
you a snap of me watching Saturday Night Live.
This episode was so good.
It was so funny.
Even like the sketches that were so dumb.
Somebody
I was like,
flushed a pad or a sanitary napkin
Hi, Megan.
and tried to
Hey, what's
cover it with toilet paper and duct taped it. I was like,
Only one person can have a sketch where you dress up like a ketchup bottle and make it work, and that man is two-time Academy Award nominee, Adam Driver.
No,
This
my
man went,
favorite was,
Mom, Dad, Jeremy, Elizabeth.
This is
Let's
science.
go.
This is science.
This is now, what do we always say? What comes first? My sister said the girl. Always. The guy always.
The guy.
No.
It's
It's the girl. Safety.
Safety.
Safety comes first.
Then he picks up the thing and throws it. Oh my goodness, it was fantastic.
Ah, man, I'm all out of cash.
Oh
Now
man,
you,
I'm all again.
now you sound like a pervert.
Now
Stop.
you sound like a pervert.
Now you sound
I
like a
said we
pervert.
should just beat his ass.
Now you sound like a
Man, I'm all
pervert.
again.
I like the one where they're at.
The video? How
No.
about the video?
Take it slow.
Take us.
Baby. But I brought ice cream. Oh, good. Ice cream soup. Yummy. Thanks. Baby.
Man.
I'ma take it slow. Stop. I'm done. I'm done.
No. Take
All
it
right.
slow. It's funny. Great episode. Halsey,
Great.
great performance.
Halsey. Let me talk about my girl Halsey. I've been listening to this album nonstop.
It's a good album.
It's
It's a good album. I ain't gonna lie. Kaylin put me on. I really didn't pay attention to Halsey a lot, but I do know she makes good music.
She makes great music.
But listening to this album, it gives me a different vibe.
And listening
man.
to it like in order, I was like,
It gives you a vibe. It tells a story. Not only get past the looks of Halsey. Yes, she is a beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. Beautiful to look at. But one hell of a performer.
That TikTok that you sent me is like yesterday.
Oh,
Good. And you know what? Good. Good for her.
I thought it was old. Like somebody.
No,
put it
good
up and-
for her.
Wow.
Because especially with what she went through and what she literally this
I would
album.
have smacked him.
I'm glad that she yelled
She
at him
should have
like
kicked
that.
him square in his face. Like, why
That's-
do you keep bringing up Jeezy? Stop saying his name. Like, you do. I know, we know, for those of you who don't know the history, but
She was in a relationship with G-Eazy, and it was not a good relationship. There was abuse in there.
Yeah, like-
it's a very triggering thing for her. So she was at a concert, she's performing, and this man is shouting,
homeboy is
just,
in the corner.
Jeezy.
Jeezy.
So she went up to him and goes, "Who is saying it? Who's saying it? Who is saying his
She goes,
name?
"Is
I will
you?"
tell."
She goes, I'll throw your ass out of here while I'm on
She
stage.
was not happy. I mean, she was a
Don't
little.
be disrespectful while I'm in the middle of my show. I was like,
You're in the
what?
middle of her show. Like, I hate hecklers.
No, they're doing that on purpose. Stop doing that to her.
You paid money. Like, guess what? She's getting the money.
Like, people were hating on Demi Lovato for crying on the Grammys and like catching herself. Do you understand what that woman went through?
We
And
all
the
thought
song.
we all thought she was dead.
Listen, for a second, we all did.
There were people that prematurely put rest in peace Demi Lovato.
Yes.
Like, we thought she was dead.
Drugs is no joke, and she dealt with the overdose was hardcore. It wasn't like it was a slight overdose and you can bounce back. No, she went full blown back into it, and then had to come out of recovery again. So you know how hard that is?
Stop disrespecting women, because if it was Post Malone, you guys would never say anything to him. Literally, I bet nobody's yelling Halsey's name at Jeezy concerts. All the three Jeezy fans out there.
Yeah, I only met one Jeezy fan out of my entire life.
I've never met somebody that's like, I love Jeezy.
And she was 18 years old and worked HR at my old job. That is the only person that I knew that liked Jeezy.
Like, we just always have to bring men up in women's success, and I'm done with it. It's over. She's a success story on her own. She's fantastic. And you know what? I don't care. I'm going to be blessed this year. I got Halsey. I think Gaga's coming out with an album. Lorde is coming out with an album. I've been blessed this year. I'm done.
I want to say thank you for all our listeners today. Christopher Brown coming through in clutch. Thank you, brother, for listening in.
Thanks, Mom,
I know you guys are getting ready for the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Let's go Chiefs. I'm pulling for my boy Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid.
I'm pulling for funny commercials this year.
Oh, yeah, big time. And
I see one with Charlie Day and Emily Hampshire from Schitt's Creek. I'm excited. I want to watch it.
I'm pulling for them 100% beef.
I'm confused.
Pigs in a blanket.
Remember the Super Bowl used to be like, the commercials were like, oh my God, but now they just air them early, like online, so it's not as fun.
They do that a lot. It's like with movie trailers. Why do I go to the movies to watch trailers when I can watch it online from Watch Mojo? By the way, top fan of Watch Mojo. Anyway, want to pay a couple of the bills and Worldwide Sports Radio Network. You go to worldwidesportsradionetwork.com. We are also on radio.com. So if you download the radio.com app, you can look up Worldwide Sports Radio Network and listen to any of the shows that's on the network, including Behind the Barricade, The Home Stretch, Haystack with Mike Guido. You can also find Below the Mic, Third and Long, all the great shows, The Morning Boys, all the great shows we have here on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. All you have to do is just go download the radio.com app, look at Worldwide Sports Radio Network, and you will find all the shows there. Thank you so much for listening. You also can find us on Spotify. Once again, looking at Worldwide Sports Radio Network, you'll find us there as well. Follow us on Facebook. Like and share the page. Share all the shows that we have here. And if you like Behind the Barricade, go to our Facebook page and like us too and share the video so we can get the word out to all of our listeners across the world. Guys, it's Super Bowl Sunday. I wanted to cut this really short. I know I'm running over my time here. Love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being with us today.
Be safe today.
Be safe. Please. Everyone eat a lot. Watch the game and enjoy yourselves.
Watch The Masked Singer right after.
That's right. And we'll see you next week here live and in color. Another installment of Behind the Barricade. Love you guys.
You're listening to the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.